Something doesn't add up. So, Dad came in here, and he handed off a notebook to me that has his notes for his little ledger for, that debt that he owes me. Problem is that, this is what he's got for it right now. It doesn't quite add up. I've got a bit of an issue with it, so I need to go and have a little chat with him. Because it seems like he's trying to short me, and not by a little bit either. So, pardon me. Just need to get this door. Hey, Dad.
What? Oh my God.
I've got a bit of an issue, a bit of a discrepancy.
You got issues, all right. Let me hit you with this pillow.
No.
Good, because it'll probably knock you out. Is that heavy? Is that heavy? What? All right, what's your problem?
So I'm just looking between my numbers and yours for the debt, and it doesn't quite add up all that well at all. The notebook's yours, and the other paper's mine.
I need a calculator to add it up.
No.
I mean, you can just tell that there's issues based on...
2, 3,
1, 2, 3.
3.5 thousand. It's almost 4. It's 430.
Is it?
Well, no, it isn't, but she was close.
Where's the?
Well, it's just estimating, but I mean, it's obviously not adding up to the same as yours.
Oh, he's got 10. Like, yeah. Where's the? Hold it. Wait a second. Then you got 500 and 500. It's 1,000 and 1,000.
No, they're
How many
not.
thousands does he have? 1, 2.
Tom didn't put any dates on it?
I paid you 4 $1,000 payments.
No, you didn't.
I certainly did too.
No, you didn't.
Tom, I paid you checks for 500, but I gave you cash for 500 on each one of these ones.
The checks, yes.
And besides
The cash,
that,
no.
I paid him $5,010, and I was going to let you have $10.
Are you gonna let me have $10? Let me have $10? That's...
All right, I won't let you have $10. Give me $10 back.
Tom, you
Okay, when you pay me the other $1,010 that you owe me.
Tom, you didn't write down when any of this was paid. You didn't write down what it was for.
Yeah,
you
you
didn't
should-
write
No, but I
down.
still marked it down
There's
when
no
it
other
happened.
information here.
I marked it down when it happened. You can see that the things correspond.
Yeah, it's these two numbers right here that don't correspond. Hold on, wait a second. 200,000.
Yeah, everything else.
200,
Oh, except for this one.
550, $30. I gave you $50.
No, you didn't.
So
Tom's saying you're about 1,020 short.
Yeah, there's no way, dude. I know I gave him, look, I gave him $500 on checks. He didn't write down when I gave him cash on there.
You didn't give me cash.
I did.
Did you get a receipt?
Like, I need a receipt?
Obviously, when you pay cash, you get a receipt. It's just good business practice. You never
And
pay
even if-
somebody cash without some
I wrote
sort
it
of...
down in my book.
No, you got to get it from him, from whoever you're paying cash to.
Besides that, if you look a little bit closer at the book, those 1,000 marks, they look like they have some eraser marks on them, don't they?
Really, Tom? Yeah, of course they did, because I gave him 500 in a check, and then I gave him 500 in cash, so it was
Yeah, wouldn't you have done
$1,000.
both at the same time, so you wouldn't have had to do that? Wouldn't have had to erase it and change
you should
it?
have wrote 500 cash, 500 check.
Yeah, I didn't
Exactly.
think I
You
had to.
put
I
them
just
both
changed it
together. You
to
don't
1,000,
add them
so-
together.
Well, I just thought that I would.
You guys are, neither one of you did a good job of keeping records for this, and you're usually
What are you
pretty
talking
good.
about? Mine comes out exactly.
Yeah, but it's not
I did
detailed
perfectly
enough.
good keeping records.
No, you
Well,
did
what did-
not know.
What did you do with
Monetary
the cash?
values,
Did
yeah.
you deposit cash?
No,
You should have a deposit slip then.
I never deposited the cash because I didn't get any cash.
Well, then you still have the cash in your room somewhere or something. How about all the
Did you
times
hide the cash in my room like it's an Easter egg hunt? Like, there's no cash.
I don't know what you spend your money on. Maybe it's all the times you went and got wings.
Oh, yeah, because I go there so frequently.
He has been going a couple nights.
No, I haven't.
Tom, I'm sorry, but I paid you, dude.
No, you didn't. You still owe me.
Tom, I paid you. So you're trying to rip me off $1,000?
You're trying to rip me off $1,000.
And 1,020. Because I gave you $50 after those challenges.
You only gave me 30. See, that one was cash. It was a 20 and a 10.
No, it was 2 20s and a 10. Maybe you just didn't.
Then
maybe
maybe-
they were stuck together.
Did you get a receipt when you paid in cash?
Oh, don't start with the receipt thing again.
Well, I mean, you have to do something when you get paid in cash.
Who gets a receipt from their own flesh and blood?
Obviously.
The loins of something on my loins, whatever.
Fruit of your loins.
My fruit of my loins.
Don't say that.
No, don't say that anymore.
Well, it's an
Weird.
expression.
I understand it's an expression, but it's still weird.
I don't owe him $1,000.
Yes, you do.
Tom,
Because see, I marked down when you gave me the cash. If I got the cash from the other thing, I would have marked it down. I didn't even mark it down
Diana,
separate.
you
I
know
got it
me.
in cash.
There's no way I would try to be
I have to
trying to
tell you,
rip you
Tom,
off
I mean-
or anything.
Well, Dad is usually pretty good at keeping track of money, whether it's cash or check or anything like that. Dad's usually pretty good at it.
Right,
I have
so
to-
am I.
Well, yes, I understand, and I don't think anybody made a mistake on purpose.
Wait a second. You're going to say that he's good at it when he didn't even write dates down?
Well, as far as I know, he is, but I mean, I think he needs to make some improvements. I mean, but that's a live and learn
He
situation.
didn't even write down whether it was cash or check or anything.
Well, that's true. So he needs to improve his record keeping.
But everything is still
But-
marked down with
but-
all the same markings.
I mean, Dad's really good at that. I mean, he's kept track. I mean, now, like, you know, taking credit cards to the casino, that's different. But
That's why I'm paying this off.
I know.
And I wouldn't.
But that being said, you know, you're good at paying off your debts. You know, so
Yeah, and I don't ever.
you've had lots of practice.
Yeah, I'm not a person that is like all about the money and everything like that. I give, I wouldn't hold
You
back
wouldn't try
money.
to cheat him.
Right.
I know that he wouldn't try to cheat.
well, I guess there's a first for everything.
Well, I don't.
I can't prove about the cash, Tom. I mean, you're trying to start something right now, is what I believe.
I'm trying to get the money you owe me back to me. You never
got-
gave me cash. There's no record in
gave him
any
cash.
deposit that.
I gave him cash.
No, you didn't. There's
He's
not.
trying to start trouble
Where
and try to
were
get me
you
So
trouble.
you're trying to swindle me.
Huh?
Where were you when you gave it to him?
I always wind up giving it to him in his room because
his room?
that's where he's at all the time. So I come in, I give him the check, and then I gave him cash.
So you did it at the same time?
No, I didn't give him the cash at the same time. It was later on.
The same day or a different day?
It was a different day.
And
So
you.
So you
Go
went
ahead.
in one day and gave him a check. You went in the next day and you gave him cash, and you
Yeah.
did that both times.
Yeah.
I feel like I would remember that, and I don't remember
Was he
any
like
extra.
half asleep or something?
Well, he's always gaming, so maybe he's just not paying attention.
Did you
Did
see
you
what he
check
did
your
with it?
drawers?
The only place I know that I have cash in any of my drawers, I know how much is in there, and there's not an extra
you check
1,000 from
recently?
cash in there.
Did you check recently?
Yes.
Maybe there's
I had to go in there to get money.
something in a slightly different spot and you just missed it.
Did you go and check your bank book to see if you made deposits or anything to see
I
if it
looked
adds
in there
up with
before
that?
I came out here. And guess what? I never deposited that cash. I didn't get any cash.
Is
And
it
it's in your room
possible-
somewhere.
I mean, I know you said you went in and handed it to him, but is it possible that you put it aside and it's still sitting aside somewhere and you
No.
intended to give it to him?
No, not at all. No.
Well, I mean, it's got to be something. It's either one or the other. I mean, somebody's mistaken somewhere, so we have to figure this
Yeah,
out.
I know
That's a
it's
lot
not.
of
No, it's
money.
not me.
I think it's somebody that's trying to get me in trouble right now.
I think it's somebody who's trying to get an extra $1,000 for himself.
I don't know what to do.
No. I don't know what to do either. It's his word against mine, and I'm not paying him another $1,000. There's no
So
way.
what? So I just have to live with the fact that I now have $1,000 less than I would have had.
No, you need
That
to,
seems not right.
No, I'll tell you what. Not until you check your whole room, and I mean check it.
I will check every nook and cranny
'Cause
for
it's
that
possible- it's
$5,000.
It's possible that you put it somewhere to hide it in his room, and he just doesn't know where he did it.
Is it possible that you went in to pay, and instead of handing it to him, you said, "Tom, I'm going to put this over here," and he just said, "Yeah, whatever," and didn't pay attention to you? So maybe it's kind of sitting.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Until he
Maybe
checks
he didn't
every
put it
nook and
down,
cranny
but-
in that room. He needs to check every nook and cranny in that room. Because who knows? I mean, maybe you put it somewhere to hide it in your room, and you forget.
Why would I not put it with the rest of the
Tom,
cash
it was
where I
back-
know it
That's
is?
what I'm saying, Tom. Maybe he didn't actually hand it to you and you didn't do it.
Tom.
Maybe Dad went in the room, said, "Tom, this is $500. I'm putting it right here," and you're in the middle of a game, and you're like, "Yeah, okay, whatever."
That's not something I would just forget about, though.
But maybe you didn't even pay attention to begin with, so it's not forgetting.
Did he sneak in? There's no way he could have gotten in to drop money off my
Tom,
room without
Tom,
me knowing.
you're being
Unless he did it when I wasn't
First-
in there.
First of all, you're being ridiculous, right?
I don't think I am.
You are, and I'm telling you, search every nook and cranny in your room. After you do that, then come and talk to me about this, because I know I gave it to you and it's in your room
I know for a fact, and the ledgers don't corroborate.
No, Tom, what you know is he didn't give it to you. What we are not sure about is maybe he put it in your room somewhere and you didn't
Yeah, what, did you
realize.
set it down and just like, all right, I paid you, and then you walked off slipping it in your pocket?
Tom, you know.
No, not in his pocket, but it's in your room somewhere and you just haven't seen it.
There's nowhere for him to put it to hide it.
Did you ever see his room? Have you taken a good look at his room lately?
I mean,
There's about a zillion places it could be in that room.
I mean,
And why would you put them in all the hard-to-reach places?
All of that being said, I don't
If it's important enough that the money would have gone to me, then the money
you know,
should...
it's awful funny that you're saying, why did I put it somewhere that he couldn't find? Yeah, that's what I did. I came in your room and I hid it somewhere. Tom, you obviously...
What else would happen to it?
I'm just suggesting you look.
Tom.
That's all.
I will double check,
go
but
look.
Okay, listen. Calm down, right?
You realize that never works, right?
Is it possible? Just think about this. Perception is reality, right? So your perception is I didn't give it to you, right? My perception is I did. So they're both our realities right now, right? However, is it possible that you forgot that you put it somewhere and you forgot that you put it somewhere because you weren't thinking, you just grabbed it? I mean, everybody does it. Is it possible that you put it somewhere in your room to maybe get it out of sight and forgot about it?
Maybe like a single-digit % chance.
But that means it's worth looking for.
Yeah,
I already
Just
said
check.
I already said I will take
Okay.
a look.
I mean, it could have been one of the weeks that, Joe was over and he went in your room and took it.
Well, that's messed up.
It would be messed up, but I'm just saying, if you didn't put it away...
I guarantee I would. Like I said, I will look again, and if I find it, then I will straight up apologize to you.
Well, I certainly hope so.
And if I don't find it, I certainly hope that you would apologize to me for leading me on and owing me more money and saying that you didn't.
Hold it, if you don't find it, that means
We have a
that
deal?
that I still gave it to him. No, there's no deal, because I gave it to you.
No, you didn't.
Go search in your room.
I'm searching. I'll figure this out. And when you wind up still owing me $1,000, I'm gonna laugh.